From NBC News, this is Today.
Oh, good afternoon. My name is Miguel Shapiro.
And my name is Maria Pajardo. Thanks for joining us.
Today's subject, we'll be talking about consumer goods and how Americans began to stock up at a record rate, propelled by the rising income prices and rumors of shortages, rationing, and control due to World War II. The federal government needed to control the supply and demand. Rationing was introduced to avoid public anger with shortages and not to allow any wealthy to purchase commodities. While industries and governments were affected, individuals felt the effect more intensively. People were often required into clubs and organizations coming to terms with the immediate circumstances, joining to support them and maintain supply levels for troops aboard, making daily adjustments. Their efforts also included scrap drives, taking factory jobs, good donations, and other familiar projects to assist those in the front.
Government-sponsored ads, radio shows, posters, and campaigns urged the American people to comply. With a sense of urgency, the campaigns appealed to America to contribute by whatever means they had, without complaint. The propaganda was a highly effective tool in reaching the masses.
A quote from Danley Hayne, from an aide to the Red Cross in World War II, said,
I think a lot of women said, screw the noise, because they had a taste of freedom. They had a taste of making their own money, a taste of spending their own money, making their own decisions. I think the beginning of the women's movement had its seeds right there in the World War II.
Very interestingly.
After the bombing of Pearl Harbor, the U.S. enters war to defend ground. The Allies wanted the U.S. to provide them food, supplies, and military goods, which caused Americans to begin to gain their food supplies such as food, rubber goods, household supplies, and many other miscellaneous items such as rifles and shotguns.
And here to inform us more about this topic is Pedro Torres.
Thank you, Miguel and Maria. As you can see, I'm here reporting live at one of the local farmers' houses where she is currently planting in her victory garden. Can you see her? But we're going to have a few words with her in a moment. But first, let's take a look at what she has planted. As you can see to my right, she has limes right here. A little bit more in the back, she has oranges and vegetables off to the side on the left, which is rations for during World War II to help out the troops. Okay, now let's have a couple words with the farmer. Excuse me, miss.
Yeah?
May you have a couple of words with us?
Yeah, sure. You want to take a seat?
Yes, that'd be great. Big tree. So what were you planning earlier?
I was planning, as you can see, flowers and seeds for me to have more food for my family and as well other families. The government has rationed a lot of our products, so that means that I had to take precaution and actually plant my own victory garden in order for me to as well help the war and also give more food to the different families.
Wow, sounds like the government really got you.
Yes,
So,
I was one of the affected ones. Yeah.
That's great. You had a victory garden set up. Wow, they're really big already.
Yes, they're very growing.
Look.
Wow, this is a very nice tree here.
Yeah, it is. It's actually a lemon tree. If you want, you can take a taste.
So what's the difference between this lemon compared to a lemon in the grocery store?
These are actually more organic, so they're way better and they taste way better as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well,
So even it smells better too, and it's way healthier due to no pesticides that they put into the organic food. And here you go, try one.
well, thank you. I'll be delighted to. Wow, this tastes a lot better compared to a regular grocery store.
It does actually.
Tastes healthier too.
Yes.
Well, you heard it from her, folks. Back to you, Miguel.
Well, thank you, Pedro, for that interesting information. It's funny because, can you believe that not only were grocery items rationed, but also clothing? That's crazy.
It's true. The War Production Board worries about the wool supplies that were forbidding the inclusion in men's and suits and women's fashion, as well as cotton wool and nylon supplies dropped. The government ordered that skirts be designed without pleats. Can you believe that?
Wow.
Also, bathing suits are two pieces are 2 pieces now.
So that's where bikinis came from.
Yeah, how crazy fashion is changing these days.
Very interesting. Well, that has been a very interesting report, Maria, hasn't it?
Yes, it has, Miguel.
Well, thank you for joining us here tonight with you and your family. NBC News, coming from you from California, away from our home in
Rockefeller Plaza.
Thank you and good night. Do I go?
Big tree.
So,
So?
lemons? Yeah, lemons. Lemons. And it's a lemon tree.
Back to you, Miguel. Nasty, man. Come on. How can you make it taste that?